All right, y'all, I got my Open Gate Quilt subscription box in, and I cannot wait to see what is in this month's box. So this is the March box, and inside I'm going to have a small project and a large project to work on. And then I'm also going to have some extra notions and goodies that will help me work on the projects, as well as usually some nice Aurifil thread and either a free fat quarter or a new pattern to work on. I know that's a lot, right? It is such a fun box because it is always jam packed full of quilting and sewing goodies. So let's see what is in the March 2023 subscription box. All right, so here is my box for the month of March. See, it's the Open Gate quilt box, and inside we have the Open Gate sticker and then the tissue paper covering everything. It looks a little torn. I know that there is a tiny little notion in here that Monique let us know might be shaking around in here, and I'm guessing it might have in transit cut some things a little bit. So here is my paper that's going to let me know everything that is in this month's box, and look at everything in here. So this is an add-on. It's for coordinating fat quarters, and this is something extra you can subscribe to if you get the box. Now, this is a stash buster that is $12 additional if you would like to get it as well. So the rest of this is all everything that is in the box. So I'm guessing this is my little notion that cut things. Ooh, and it's a seam guide. Set that box to the side. Now I'm going to work through everything in the order that it is on the paper, just so I can easily find where it is. So our first project, this looks like it's the larger project, is called Checkers, and it's 19.5 by 29.5. So this says that it includes a mini charm pack and fabric for top and binding. It features the fabric Rendezvous by Moda. And then there is a full color pattern here so we can know what it looks like after. So let me find where there it is. So let me set the pattern to the side. I don't want to give away the pattern. So here is what the finished project will look like. I think it would make a good like table topper or even a wall hanging or something like that. So let's look at the fabric that I got. So Rendezvous, the little charms. Isn't that cute? You know, I love florals, and that's part of the reason why I really always love the fabric that comes in the subscription box, because it's always fabric that I'm just naturally drawn to. So here is the other fabric that I'll be using for this project. It looks like the kind of sashing around all the little charms is this navy blue over here, and then background. And this might be the border here. So gorgeous, gorgeous colors. It's all so pretty. So what a fun project that will be. All right, I'm going to stick the pattern under there so that I don't accidentally show it on camera. So here is our other project. It is a DIY design board. I absolutely love design boards. So this is a DIY design board that'll finish at 8 inches by 10 inches. I can always have another one to help me work on everything. So for this project, it includes the foam board, batting, binding, fabric glue, and pattern. And you can see we get a nice little bottle of fabric glue here. So foam board, here is the batting for that. And then we have some binding to put around it. And we have our pattern that lets us know how to make this. Now, something that I think is really fun about this project is that it's something that will be very, very useful for us as we work on other projects to organize our block pieces and everything on. So I'm excited about this. Again, I'm going to put the project instructions under there. And then we got our notion of the month. I grabbed the wrong thing. I was skipping ahead. So Cut Right Seam Guide. It says that there are dual uses for this. It's perfect for marking seams on your sewing machine and for mitered corners on your DIY design board. It says before use, remove the paper backing. Oh, that is so smart to also use it for the mitered corners on this. And this is why I love this box so much, because the notions always are something that we can use right away. I know I've mentioned that a lot before, but I just so appreciate that when we get a notion, we are already using it to see if it's something that we can keep in our sewing room and that will be useful for us. Okay, so now we have the Aurifil thread, and it almost always coordinates with one of our projects. So it'll be perfect for sewing this project or machine quilting it. Then we got an Open Gate pattern. This one is called Puzzle. And if you don't get this box, but you think this looks like something you may like, a pattern you may like, I love that twistiness, how it works through the quilt. I think these just look so fun. Okay, so anyway, you can go to Monique's website and see if this is a pattern that you can grab, if it's one for sale, if you're liking the way it looks. All right, so my extra add-on is this Fat Quarter Stash Buster. So we'll take a look at the patterns that I got, and then the fabric that we got, and then we also get a pattern in here that we can use with these fabrics or that we can save for later with another project. So for this pattern, you would need 36 fat quarters. So if you really like this pattern, once you get a few of these, maybe you could put them all together and make this project. These are fun. I'm loving neutral fat quarters. Well, not just fat quarters, but fabric right now. I think it's so much fun making a quilt with this type of fabric. Gorgeous. Oh, look, it has like, it's a tone on tone. So I don't know if you can see the kind of flower there in the background. Oh, I love fabric like this. It just has an antique feel to it. Gorgeous. These all look so good together. She does such a good job of picking the fabrics and coordinating them for this box. So that is so much fun. Okay, I think I might take a look, because I have a few minutes, and see how this design board is put together, so I can go ahead and get one of these projects done. I'm going to definitely do this one. I love all the fabric, but why not, if we have a few minutes, see how long it takes to do this design board, right? All right, so let's get to work on this project. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut, I'm getting my hair literally everywhere. Cut a 1/2 inch from the corners on here, and that'll just reduce some bulk. So this will make a really pretty little design board. I do have a tutorial on my page for making design boards quick and easy if you are okay with not having a perfectly cute design board like this one is going to turn out to be. So I'll show you how mine look. So mine are functional, but they're not going to be cute, but I will link that to you as well. So now I'm just going to take the glue and run it right along the edge. You're not going to want to go too far away from the edge. All right, there we go. And then we're just going to fold the batting up onto the glue, and you're just going to want to kind of press it in place. Maybe if you don't or aren't able to work super fast, maybe it would have been smart to do like one side at a time, but we're just going to kind of go with what we did here. And then while this dries, I'm going to prep the binding. So I have my iron heating up now for that. I have actually never made a design board like this. I have only made a design board with the way I do them, where I've never glued them. I've never made them cute like this. So I'm just going to snip away any of the extra batting bulk I have on the corners because I think it might get in my way. So that was actually fairly easy so far. So while that dries a little, I am going to press the binding in half. So in half first, and then I'm going to press the seams into that center mark that I created when I pressed in half. So I'll let you see it when I'm finished with all the ironing. Okay, y'all, so here is my binding. So the raw edges are pressed into the center, and I actually trimmed away the selvage. Now, I don't think this glue is all the way dry yet, so I'm going to use this paper, the plastic that the design board project came in, to kind of protect my mat here. So now what we're going to be doing is, you know, completing this project. We're going to be adding the binding on. So I'm just going to pick a place where I want to start, and kind of what we're going to be essentially doing is gluing this binding around so it looks nice and fancy. The first thing we're going to do is be gluing it to the front and then flip over to glue to the other side. So I'm going to add glue around the border here. I'm going to go back and get that gap spot that I missed. Kind of spread that out a little bit. Okay, I think we got some glue everywhere. Okay, and this is Fabric Fusion. I'm not sure if I really showed what the glue was that I was using. I've seen a lot of people do this with hot glue, and while that does dry really fast, I'm guessing if personally, if I was using that, I would burn my fingers. So I'm going to try to, I can see this seam, so I'm going to try to line that up with the edge so that I know I'm keeping this project kind of straight. Now, we want to miter this corner, so I'm going to see if I can use that as kind of a guide, but I don't know how to. How do you miter it? I can do it sewing. I think I may have to just not miter it and do it my own way, because I don't know how to do it. So I just left it square at the side. Maybe it showed in the... No, she got it really pretty. I don't know how. I think I'm just doing it the opposite way, and that's why it's not. I don't know, I'm getting glue everywhere because I'm trying to make it pretty and it's just not working. So there you go. Hopefully Monique or Becca might post. Becca does a lot of these projects too, so she might be able to show y'all how to get a nice little mitered corner. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, y'all, but it'll still be cute. That's all that matters in the end, right? Ooh. I think I could have got it. I'm just going to lay it to match all the rest of them though, because I don't think I was doing it right anyway. Okay, so when I get there, I'm going to cut off some of that, this end, and I'm just going to fold it under and stick it down. So I'm going to cut off a little extra, and then I'm just going to fold the end under and glue it down so that I don't have a raw edge there. And then I'm going to go through all my wacky corners and glue those down too. And then I'm going to look for videos to see how to miter them. Okay. Y'all, sometimes I'm a mess, but you know what? Here's the thing. It'll work, right? Instead of stressing about getting the perfect little mitered corners, I'm going to have a design board with a cute little border that I didn't, oh my gosh, that I did. I keep dropping the lid, that I didn't have to fuss over too much. All right, so, oh man, I folded them all in different directions. So then we're just going to glue the other side down. So I'm going to add some glue all the way around it and just fold the other side of the binding over. It's almost like we're doing a binding on a quilt. Just on that, I can actually do pretty little mitered corners, and that we sew, we don't glue. So almost not really, right? It's one of those things where people are like, you know, it's almost like as if you, and then you're like, that's literally nothing like anything. Oh, see, doing my wacky binding kind of made that silly on the corner. I'm just gonna have to do a little bit of extra glue over there. So you want to fold your corners, if you do them the way I did, in opposite directions as the bottom, or they won't fold down right. So that I need to fold down first. And I need to put a little extra glue there because oh man, I still got glue on there. All right, so there is my little design board, and it actually still looks really cute, even when I didn't spend the time to figure out the mitered corners. It's actually really, really cute. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. And direct me to a video to show me how to glue down mitered corners. That would be really helpful. All right, so I got one of my projects already done. I'm just gonna let it sit here and dry. Hopefully on this plastic, when it dries, I'll be able to pull it up. And then we have the other super cute project with the mini charm pack. So I'm excited to work on that at some point as well. Then we got that extra pattern, the Aurifil thread, and I got the coordinating fat quarters that you could also add on to this box. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this month's box. I actually thought it was a really, really good box again. And it's always nice to have another design board on hand. So let me know if you've made your own design boards before, if you have made them this way. And like I said, direct me in the comments to a video to show me how to glue down mitered corners, because I definitely struggled with that. But even though I didn't know how to do them, it still turned out really, really cute. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.